Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to Livestream, Band Livestream, Tuesday, June 30th. So I hope everybody's having a great summer. It's kind of hard to believe that the summer we're already almost into the month of July. It just feels like we just finished school just recently, which we kind of did. But we're here. A lot of folks I'm sure a lot of folks everywhere are kind of doing vacations. I'd love to know our folks in the chat. First of all, hi everyone. All of our familiar faces and some new people here. If you are new, make sure you say hello in the chat. Let us know who you are, what you play. I'm gonna make my screen a little bigger here so I can see a little bit better. I do see some new names here, which is great. If you've never been here before, today is what we do on Tuesdays is a live stream where we just practice different techniques, things to practice for playing your instrument and band. I answer your questions. We'll do questions that you have. So if you have, Arnaldo says, not here, it's the winter. That's right. So those of you that are in the summer months, let us know if you're doing any vacationing. I want to know what people are up to. That's always fun. And as I said, if you're new to the chat, let us know what instrument you play, how long you've been playing. As you can see today, I've got my bass clarinet. I figured I'd start off with this today because I had some requests to play bass clarinet last week, and I don't know if you guys remember my reed. I didn't know my reed. It was like missing. So I got a reed. And actually, when I first set up my reed, it wasn't really working too well. I was like, what is going on? And I realized I grabbed the wrong size reed. So I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. So this reed is a little bit smaller than this reed. See that? So I had accidentally picked up a contrabass clarinet. You guys ever seen a contrabass clarinet? Bigger and a bigger reed. And then I got the correct size reed, my bass clarinet reed. So let's get some things in the chat, some questions. And what we're going to do, we're going to talk about a couple things today. We're going to talk about different ways of doing articulation. And we're going to use our website. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to show you what we're going to do first so you can get that ready. And then we're going to answer some questions. So, as per usual, when we have our live stream classes, you guys go to drselfridgemusic.com. I have my 6,000 tabs open, of course. And then you go to... Okay, so usually, or a lot of times I'll have you go to Livestream Advanced Band. I actually want to start today here, Livestream Beginner Band, because we're going to do this, the Articulation Rock. Okay, this is a good thing to talk a little bit about articulation. So we're doing Beginner Band, Articulation Rock. Get that ready. Open up for your instrument. I'm going to do B flat instrument low, because I'm playing bass clarinet. So get that ready, everybody. And I'm going to get my reed going. And we're going to say hi to Dennis. Hello, Dennis. How are you this week today?
Yeah, doing well, Steve.
Good.
Doing well.
Oh, cool. And Dennis, I'm sure you're looking, as always, you're looking at the chat. I'm seeing some new people in there, which is kind of cool.
Quite a few, yeah.
Yeah, so folks in the chat, what we'll do is, and I don't know if Dennis has been keeping track yet, but maybe... Dennis, if you wouldn't mind trying to maybe keep track of some of our new people that are here, and maybe we could do some shout outs to some of our new people in a few minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. And what we'll do is I'm just going to take a couple of questions. Some people are commenting on my 6,000 tabs on my web browser. Looking for maybe that's a good question. So Matthew Fuller has checked in and says, I saw you going live. Just wanted to give a shout out. Oh, thanks, Matthew. If you can stay, that's great. If you can't, that's fine too. But I appreciate you saying hello. So that's great. A lot of people checking in saying they're new. I saw a great question here about transposing. Okay, well, here's one. Iotagon Guy 196 says, what is the purpose of the octave key on the alto sax? I bet some of you could answer that question. What the octave key does is it simply takes every note that you can play in a low version, and when you press the octave key, it pushes it up an octave. What it actually does, here's my alto sax. What the octave key actually does is it opens up a little hole either here and then below a high A, the octave key that opens up is right here. And what that does is it allows the higher overtone to come out. So here's a low G. Now for low G to high G, the octave key actually pops open this little key right in there. And then at A, low A to high A, it switches to this one. You probably can barely see that. But there we go. That's the purpose of the octave key. All right. Do you guys have the Articulation Rock open? Man, this ligature is like giving me all kinds of problems. I got to get a new ligature, but I'll deal with it. So let's go to Articulation Rock right here, okay? Now, what I want to talk about is the different types of articulations in music, because a lot of times people don't always use the right technique. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is accents. Boy, my bass clarinet is just not being friendly with me today. The ligature is just totally giving me problems. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to go to a clarinet. So, accent. It's when you see this sideways V. Sideways V, right? And what this means, and some of you guys can tell me in the chat maybe, what does an accent do? What it does, and I would wait, but it takes some time to for the answers to come into the chat. It basically means you're going to play this note louder, right? So how do you play a note louder? Well, you have to push your air with a louder, push your air harder for that note. So if I was going to do no accent at all, it would sound like this. They all sound the same. Ta, 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 ta. What we do is we push more air on the accent. And Parker, yeah, good job, Parker, puts more emphasis on a note. And what you want to do is not, Ivy has a good answer there, make the note sound stronger. Right. But what you don't want to do is, it doesn't necessarily mean that you just tongue the note harder. I think a lot of people think an accent means you tongue it harder. So you go really hard with your tongue. You don't necessarily want to do that because you want the power of the note to come from your air. So if I was just going to do my air went more forcefully on that note, okay? So, all right, why don't we try it? Can you guys play this with me? Let's go this rhythm. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ti, 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 ta, ta. And then we change notes. Let's do it. This is a blues song, so it's like we're mixing blues and concert band. Ready? 1, 2, beginning with the accent. 1, 2, 3, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so how did we do, everybody? And as always, I want you to play along when we do these things. And if you're not sure where we are in Dr. Selfridge Music live stream. We're doing beginner band first, and we'll do some advanced band stuff. So live stream, beginner band, and then you click on Articulation Rock, and you get right here. Click on your instrument. So that is the accent. All right. Staccato. Can you guys tell me what staccato is? All right, I'm going to answer a question in the chat, and I want you guys to tell me what is the difference between accent and staccato. So here we accented, and here we did staccato on variation 2. So I want you guys to tell me in the chat what's the difference between accent and staccato. And I'm going to answer Bexad's question, how do you rewrite notes from piano to alto sax? So, the term, Bexad, the term we would use is called transpose. Transpose means to take a note that is written for a keyboard or piano. So there's a C on the piano. And if you want to be able to play the same note as a piano C for alto sax, you count up 6 steps, counting the note as 1. So you got C on your thumb, C, count up to 6. C, D, E, F, G, A. That's called a major sixth. So instead of playing a C on the sax, we play A. Same note, right? Sometimes you have to correct for an octave. If it doesn't sound right, you can change the octave. So hopefully that answers your question. That's called transposing, everybody. Does everyone know how to transpose on your instrument? It's a good thing to know. All right. So we have a couple people who answered my question about the difference between staccato and accent. So Parker is here. Says almost a pointer type of note. Yeah, it's got a sharp point to it. Mitchell says accent puts more strength on the note, staccato shortens the note. Yeah, that's good, Mitchell. Ivy says detached notes and more emphasis on a note. Okay, you're all giving me good answers. Mitchell, good. Staccato is quieter. Yeah, so, and Ace Pez says short. All right, so let's talk about staccato. Staccato, as a lot of you pointed out, staccato is not necessarily, should not be louder than the other notes. Like an accent is louder. Da, 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 da. But staccato, Jody has to leave. See you, Jody, or is Jody waving goodbye to someone else? By the way, I really appreciate you all being here. If you need to jump in and jump out, that's totally fine. Always love to have people joining us when they can. So, here are 4 quarter notes, just normal tongued. Now, if I was going to accent any one of those, we said we play a little bit louder on the note. So I'm going to play regular, accent, regular, accent. Now, if I want to do staccato, you see this dot. See the dot? And what the dot means is you don't play the note louder, you don't play the note harder, you simply do a shorter burst of air. So instead of, you go, or actually I'll play it in the right note. So this is on a concert E flat. That's regular, that's staccato. So if I'm going to play this rhythm with regular notes, I'd play. Staccato, we just touch each note with a short little burst of air. It's like you're tiptoeing across the notes. Okay, can we try that? Everyone play this first rhythm with me. 1, 2, 3. Let me turn my little picture on there. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And then the next rhythm. Again, it's like you're tiptoeing. 1, 2, play it now. Cool. All right, let's play all of Variation 2, okay? I'm going to play, instead of clarinet, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to go to my alto sax music. Here we go. Let's play Variation 2 staccato. Ready? 1, 2, tiptoe. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your belly should be pulsing. All right, sorry, I paused. Your belly should be bouncing, you know? And I think who said earlier? Parker said earlier, get that diaphragm going. You hear choir directors and music teachers talk about the diaphragm. Your muscle down here, get that air bouncing. All right, here we go. I won't stop this time. Ready? Measure 13, staccato. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Good. That's called staccato. All right. Now, let's go to, we're going to do slurs in a second, but I want to bring in Dennis. Do we have some shout outs for new people we could do?
Yeah, I have 3 right here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
All right. I have Mick Val. I hope I'm going to butcher this, I'm sure. Degina Dedich. That part I knew.
Okay.
And Ulysses Dubé, D-U-B-E.
All right. Great. Well, welcome to all those new people. Really, really nice to have you here. And our friends in the chat room, we have a great little community here. We answer each other's questions. We help each other out. We have a little bit of fun. It's all great. So welcome to those new people. I'm going to answer Tin's question. Do you need to develop a lot of skills to be able to play the bari sax? This is Tin's question. No. I mean, Tin, I would say once you have a good ability to play alto sax or tenor sax, you could jump on bari sax with no problem. It's just bigger. You got to get used to holding it. It might be a little heavier, you know, your neck strap. You got to put a little bit more air into it. But if you can play alto sax, tenor sax, you would be all good for bari sax. Clara Grace says, thank you for doing this class. You're welcome, Clara. Parker always has something entertaining to say. Parker says, I'm from Florida, and this humidity is making my reeds hit the stanky leg. Yeah. Well, sorry about that, Parker. You know, humidity up here in Pennsylvania can get bad. But boy, I know it's not even close to Florida, because we've done a couple of band trips down to Florida, and it's always interesting. Dennis, you've been to Florida, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that property.
Oh, you do? The thing I always remember about traveling on band trips to Florida is I've done it on a bus twice. It's a long bus. It's a long bus drive, but you know, I usually fall asleep right around the middle of the, you know, states or whatever, and then when you wake up in Florida on the bus and you step outside, it's a whole different level of humidity, right, Dan?
You think you're in a sauna.
Yes. Yeah. So we are feeling for you, Parker. I'm sure that has an effect on your reads too, for sure. All right. So guys, let's go to, hi Sunday. Welcome. Ivy's in Florida too. Gabriel is here. Let's go to talking about slurs. Okay. So this slurs are probably like a review for a lot of you, but slurs, of course, are when you tongue the first note. But, you know, people know what slurs are, but sometimes they don't always realize exactly how slurs work, okay? For a slur, you tongue the note where the little slur line starts. You move your fingers to any notes that are under the slur line, and then you have to re-tongue on the next note. So here, if we were tonguing, we go if there was no slur, you'd play ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. But here we go, ta, ta, ta. So you move your fingers. You've got to tongue this one. You have to tongue that one. Ta, ta. So, ta, 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 ta. Let's play number 25. Ready? Measure 25. 1, 2, ready, play. So this is tongued. This is tongued. This is tongued. This is tongued. There's actually only one note that's slurred. It's this one. That's it. All right, let's try that measure again. I'll go first, or let's play it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do this one. Play that with me, this one right here. Measure 3. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, let's do all of variation 3, and then we're going to move off of articulations. I'm getting a little bored of articulations. Hopefully you're not getting bored. All right, ready? Let's play all of measure 25, variation 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Cool. So there's very good review of articulation stuff. Okay. Let's do some questions. Whoops. I lost my chat window. Let me go back here.
So Jordan, I know.
Whoop. Let me mute that. Hey. Maybe I closed it by accident. So, Dennis, since I'm struggling,
Yes.
I'm struggling to get my chat window back. Could you throw me a question or two?
Sure, absolutely. Well, first of all, Mick Val says, hi, he's one of the new students. My name is Kevin, and I'm new.
All right, welcome.
Mike Hamilton says, what are you all doing for the 4th of July? It's my wedding anniversary on the 4th.
Wow. Well, let's all wish Mike Hamilton a happy wedding anniversary on July 4th. And of course, in the U.S., July 4th is Independence Day. So, I want you guys to tell me what you're doing. I'm probably going to visit. I have some family who are vacationing, as we say here in the Philadelphia area, down the shore. But as everyone else in the world says, at the beach. I think down the shore is just a Philly thing, or is that a New York thing too, Dennis? Do you know?
It's New York, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Philly.
New Jersey, Philly, yeah, down the shore. So we go down the shore, but you guys probably call it going to the beach. So I'll probably do that. Dennis, are you going to stay down the shore for 4th?
Yeah, we're going to be down for another week or so.
All right, great. So, folks, I want you to let me know what you guys are going to do. You're going to doing any nice vacationing? Okay, so now I'm reading some more comments. Mike Hamilton says, I can slur my speech, no problem. Slurring on the sax is easier than the articulation stuff, right? Yeah, slurring on the saxophone can be tricky, but it is easier than some of the other stuff. Tin says July 1st is Canada Day. MVM says, I just started trumpet. Parker says, I'm looking for a new alto mouthpiece. I currently have Jody Jazz Jet paint peeling. Oh, but it's really too bright. I got you. You know what, Parker? I play a Jody Jazz HR hard rubber. I play a Jody Jazz tenor sax mouthpiece. So you might like just their basic hard rubber Jody Jazz. I do like a mouthpiece that's not super bright, like you said. Paige, is saying happy anniversary. Ivy says, I was going to watch the fireworks, but they're closing the beaches in Florida. Yeah, bummer. Well, maybe Maybe you can still watch the fireworks even if you're not at the beach. Hopefully they'll still have them. Ace says, I'm not in the USA, but I'm going on a road trip for Canada Day. Cool. You know, I'm Dennis, I'm going to admit my ignorance. I didn't really know what Canada Day is. You've obviously heard of it?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about it?
Their Independence Day.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, happy Canada Day to all of... I know we have a couple of Canadian friends here.
Mm.
So, let's see. Let's play some music. All right? Let's go to... Here's the next thing I wanted to do today. Let's go back. You guys really liked this last week. Oh, Tin, I missed your question at 12:19. I don't know, Dennis, if you know what Tin's question was.
I will.
Maybe take a look. All right.
Yes, I will.
So I want to play some songs with you guys today. Last week, we did these fun classical melodies, okay? Let's look at these. Maybe you guys missed these last week, or we can play a few of these. I'm looking at Parker in the chat. Parker says he's going to be in Boston for the 4th and going to try to see the Boston Pops. Wow. That would be awesome if they're performing. I would love to see the Boston Pops. Okay, so guys, you might remember last week we did classical melodies. Let's look at some of these. I was getting ready to put 2 more on here. I didn't have time to get them uploaded, but next week I'm going to have some new classical melodies. Why don't we play these, okay? So this is a nice one. Number 1 in our classical melodies, which is in advanced band. So if you're not sure where we are, let's do the backtrack. drselfridgemusic.com, live stream advanced band, classical melodies packet. Here we go. Here we go. So Tin, I think I did talk about your question about switching to Barry sax. So if you currently play flute, you'd probably want to, I had a friend who went right from flute to Barry sax in high school band. You can do it. You just have to get used to the new mouth position. Fingers are very similar. Get my flute warmed up here. Okay, Arnaldo, I remember some of the suggestions you guys made for classical, but I don't know if I wrote them down. I think maybe Terry in the chat has been really good at keeping notes for me. So I do remember you said we should do Bolero. Did you say we should do Bolero? And I forget what else you recommended, but I see your recommendation of Nessun Dorma. I love that piece. All right, guys, I see you guys want to do Fur Elise. Let's do number 1 first. Here we go. This is the Bach. That's the speed. You guys got to play with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. Such a really nice melody by Johann Sebastian Bach. Gabriel, I see you in the chat. I hope you're joking. Gabriel says I'm launching fireworks in the middle of my neighborhood. No. Always want to be safe with those fireworks. They can be very dangerous. I think you're kidding, I hope. All right. Aldair says I have to go. Sorry, Aldair. I'll see you later. Thanks for being here. Let's do Fur Elise, and then I'm going to answer Daisy's question. Daisy Lopez. Fur Elise, here we go. Number 2. This is in 3/4, so we count 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Here we go. That's speed. Get ready, get set, ready, go. Repeat. And we jump to the second ending. Nice. Good job. All right. Let's get some quick questions here. Mick Val says, I don't know some of the notes. Yeah, that's okay. If you don't know some of the notes, you should look for songs in our packets that you can play a little bit more easily. And then if there's a song you want to play and you don't know the notes, if you can look them up or ask a friend or you can ask me, and set yourself a goal of some new things to learn, and you can play a new song. D sharp on the alto sax. Gor Yagishian. That, you look like someone I haven't seen here before, so thank you for being here. Thank you for that question. D sharp on alto sax, pretty easy. You play a D, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then your pinky plays this top pinky key right here. That's a D sharp, both as a low note, and then with the octave key, that's how you play D sharp. Daisy Lopez is asking, what is an E flat clarinet? An E flat clarinet looks a lot like a B flat clarinet, but it's shorter and it plays higher notes. And you see them sometimes in a full concert band, a traditional concert band, but they're not extremely common. Definitely if it's a professional band, you'd see them. Good. A lot of great questions here, you guys. Ivy. So Ivy, I missed that. Oh, Haley. Okay. Haley Cornell. Hello, Haley. What is a C on the flute? The flute can play 3 main C's. It can play the low C, which is below the staff. This is the low C, which if you're a beginner, you don't need to know this one until later, but it's the one way down here. But you're probably asking, I'm assuming maybe you mean the middle C. Middle C is right here. It's just your first finger on the first home key and your pinky. And then the octave you play with your lips changing, make your aperture smaller. There's the low one. Okay. Mick Val, what is high G sharp on clarinet? Well, there are 3 main G sharps. You said high, so I'm not sure if you might mean this one. It's that side key. Or the high one is thumb, 1, 2, 3, pinky right here, register key. It's the same as high A flat. Okay, wow, so many questions. Very, very good. Let's see. Next, we're going to play some more songs, guys. Let's answer one more question, then we're going to play some more classical songs. So, Charan Harris says, Sir, I am Charan from India. Hello, thank you for being here. I am new here. How to orchestrate a simple melody for woodwind. Wow. Okay. So, Sharon, there's a lot to that question. So the main question I would need to know from you is which woodwind instrument. Are you talking about writing a melody for like a clarinet or a flute? It depends what specific instrument, because then you need to know what key you're going to do. That'll tell you what key to do it in. So actually, Sharon, if you could check back in with your answer to that. Are you talking about flute? Are you talking about clarinet? Are you talking about saxophone? Because each of those are in a different key. Parker, I've noticed you play on a Mark VI. Have you ever played a modern horn that made you want to put it on the shelf? Parker, you're full of great questions. You know what? I bought my Mark VI in 1998, and I haven't looked back. This is all I've wanted to play, and I've played a lot of altos. This one just has such a freedom, and the tone is so easy to produce. No, the only thing that I like about the modern horns is they have the high F sharp key and the high G key, which this doesn't have. But nothing can beat my Mark VI. All right, let's play some more. Dennis, did you have anything to come in with?
Yeah, Sharon.
Oh, flute. I see it. I think I lost your sound, Dennis, but I see Sharon's...
Okay, I got it.
Flute. Okay, so Sharon says flute. Well, There's to be honest with you, Sharon, there's not much complication to it. It's pretty easy. If you know how to read music and how to write music, I don't know if you do, but a flute is the same key as a piano. So if the piano goes, you just copy it on flute. C, D, E flat, F, G. So I hope that helps you, but it really is as simple as that a flute is in the same key as a piano, and so you don't really have to do much arranging. You just have to write it down. All right, let's play some music. You guys have a lot of great questions. Let's play some music. Do you guys want to play? Let's try the theme from Symphony 5, the Fifth Symphony, Beethoven. Bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum. So these two introductory statements should be a little slower, and then you come in with a tempo here. Bum 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 bum. This one's a little tricky. Let's play the first one right here. I'm going to say 1, ready, go, and then we go. Let's play that with me. Here we go. 1, ready, go. And next. Now we're going to go into tempo. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, go. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Oh, and I got something to the high G on the flute, and you heard me squawking some of those notes. That's why I gave you an option. You can play the lower option if you want. Okay. Let's get to some more questions. Sharon, thank you. Sharon says, thank you very much. I hope that was helpful. I know I didn't really give you much information there, but someone earlier asked me a question about low. Alan. Hi, Alan. What is low B flat on flute? Well, the only B flat you can play on flute low is this one. Thumb 1 1, pinky. There's no lower version of it. That's it. Thumb 1 1, pinky. Let's see. Beckside says, what alto sax do I have and where can you buy it? I have a Selmer. I have what's called a vintage saxophone, meaning they don't make these anymore. And they're this particular brand, Selmer Mark VI. They're very well known especially among jazz players. They're famous for being particularly good. You can get one from a music company if they're selling them used. They don't make them anymore, but they're pretty expensive. A new A new one is probably around $6,000. I know, it's pricey. But that's about what you're going to spend for a brand new top of the line sax anyway. So, Gore says, is it all right if I'm playing See You Again in grade 6? Yeah, that's awesome. You guys know that song, right? That's a great one. Okay. Rafi says, I just started my own YouTube channel. You should check it out. Guys, check out Rafi's YouTube channel. I don't mind giving shout outs to people who are good viewers and fans here. Mike. So guys, I'm happy to play some more songs if you want, but I'm getting a lot of questions. So you let me know. If you want to play some songs, you let me know. I'm going to keep answering questions. Mike Hamilton, I don't understand when someone says, what key are you playing in? All right. So Mike, when someone says what, and this is good for everyone. When someone says, what key are you in? What they mean is, what note is what we call the center tone of the song, or the resting tone? So, in other words, if I was playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, normally we start on this note. Do, G. I'm in the key of G major because I'm that note G is what we call the home base of the song. It's where we want to end up. If I was going to play it in a different key, I would move into the scale of, let's say, C major, and I'd play. C is my center note now, and I'm using a C major scale, so I'd say I'm in the key of C. Now, Mike, it gets a little confusing because you have to transpose. If you're going to play a song with someone else, like your wife, who's going to play piano, you have to transpose. So alto sax, I'm in the key of C. On piano, that's the key of E flat. So it gets a little confusing, but that's what I mean. That's what people mean when they say the key of. Fifth Symphony is in C minor in this music here, Mike. Bum, 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 bum. That's C minor for you. All right. Let's see. Okay, Mick Val says more songs. All right, we're going to play some more songs. I'm going to get two more questions here. Haley Cornell says, I just want to say how helpful this is. I'm majoring in music ed, and my instrument is clarinet and sax. And you got, okay, so student flute. Haley, first of all, thank you. I'm glad it's helpful. All right, the biggest thing that helped me for getting flute, because like you, I played saxophone and clarinet. The biggest issue, and I say this a lot, those of you that watch my channel know what I'm going to say. The biggest thing is people let too much air out of their lips. So if you think of the tip of your lips like a camera lens, and we focus the camera lens or the aperture, and we make it smaller to more focused or wider shot. So you want to think of focusing the hole in your lips. So it's so focused, it's like a laser beam. I describe it as put your lips together as if you're saying, or put your lips together as if you're asleep, just totally calm. Although sometimes you might sleep with your mouth open, but imagine you're totally relaxed. And then you push air through the middle of your lips like you're saying the sound of the letter P. Everything else is completely relaxed. You're just a little bit firm here, a little bit firm across, but not tight. Not tight. Relaxed. Okay? All right, let's play some songs. Here we go. Let's switch gears, everybody. Let's go to Advanced Band. Mike, I see a request. I Was Doing All Right by Dexter Gordon. I can't play that one off the top of my head, but that's a really great song. So thank you for that request. Let's go to mystery songs, or let's do most requested. Most requested band tunes. So Rafi, what's your YouTube channel about? What do you do on your YouTube channel? I'm just curious. All right. Comation Productions, thank you. Comation says, I really like this channel. It helps me with a lot of my band flute questions. All right, we got about 10 minutes, guys. Let's do some most requested tunes. I'm going to go to clarinet. Nah, I'm going to go to, look at all my tabs. See, this is how I get tabs. I'm going to go to alto sax. What do you guys want to play? Let's start with, let's do Fight Song. All right, number 4, everybody. Here we go. Ah, thank you, Flippy Films. All right, ready? We're going to go 1, 2, 3. That speed, everyone. Here we go. Fight Song number 4 in the most requested tunes packet. 1, 2, 1, 2, go. Go. And getting back to our key signature question, Mike Hamilton, we would say this song is in, for sax, this is in the key of G. G is the resting note for that song. Parker, yeah, Parker is asking, check out Parker's Instagram. Parker plays sax. Yeah, I would love to check that out. Speaking of that, Mike, I'm looking at your comment. Do we get a prize if we guess which one tab is the one I need to open it? Yeah, it's like a carnival game. But speaking of Parker's Instagram, I'm just going to show you guys. You guys can check out Parker Plays Sax. But also, if you don't follow me already, check out Dr. Selfridge at Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I know a lot of the young kids today don't do Facebook, but if you do any of these, you can follow me there. Popular request. That's from Parker. So, what shall we play next? What song shall we play before we finish up? Matos El Felino says, hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, Matos. Dennis, I'm going to pick out another song for us to play, but is there anything in the chat that maybe I missed or you want to bring up? Or we pretty much have been doing good on the comments?
You've been doing very well with it.
All right.
I'll go back and check, and you can check with me before we leave. I'll try to make sure I got.
Okay, just if there's something that I've been sometimes.
Yeah, Daisy Lopez wants to know how much does a bass clarinet cost?
Ooh, a bass clarinet. So, guys, if you have a request about what to play, all right, Ace wants Harry Potter theme. Let's do that next. Bass clarinet, they can be very, very costly, pricey. I'd say around $4,000, $5,000. You can get a student model for maybe $2,000. But if you're going to get like a nicer one, like a professional one, they get up into several $1,000s. Harry Potter. I always play this one on flute, but I'll play it on sax this time, okay? Here we go. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and we start. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. There we go. And you know, Flippy Films brings up a good point. Haven't seen Harry Potter fan here today yet. That's okay. Can't make it every class, I guess. All right, so Dennis did help us out with a question here earlier in the chat. Ace Pez, what's the point of having different instruments in different keys? Why not just have everything in C so you don't have to transpose? That is a brilliant question. That's a brilliant question, and it's a kind of a long answer. I'm trying to think if I can make it a short answer. Basically, here's one of the reasons, okay? So if you are a saxophone player or a clarinet player, or saxophone or a clarinet player, you can learn the keys on a saxophone. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You learn all your keys. So if you had to switch to it from an alto sax to a tenor sax, you would have to learn a whole new set of fingerings, right? Because this would no longer be a C. It wouldn't work. So that's one of the reasons. And it's sometimes it's a little confusing, I understand, but that's one of the reasons. Flippy Films, thank you, Flippy Films, leaving a like. Nolan Tanner is here. Hey, Nolan. Mike Hamilton, you're right. I haven't updated my schedule. I'm so sorry, but I'll play when the Saints go marching in, if that will make it better. Do you want me to play it, or do you want to play it everyone together? Saints Go Marching In is in a different packet. While I'm getting Saints Go Marching In, I had a request to play Old Town Road by Page. So let's do that. It's number 3 in the packet. And Mike, you let me know if you want to play along with the band tunes packet, or I'll just play it. Old Town Road, number 3. Here we go. This brings me back to 2 summers ago. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, cool. That's a fun song. All right. Yay, Mike. Okay, Mike Hamilton says, everyone, let's play it together. So, Mike, we go back to my magical millions of tabs here. And I don't think of any of these tabs. I don't think any of these are the right one. I'm not sure. I'm going to go here. We're going to go to Live Stream Advanced. Oh, man, where's When the Saints Go Marching In? It's in... Oh, I know where it is. We could do the jazz version. Live stream jazz. Let's do the jazz version. Live stream jazz. Click When the Saints Go Marching In. All right. So live stream jazz. When the Saints Go Marching In. Here we go. Nice. And actually, why don't we go all out here? Let's get a little backing music. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do our backing track. Okay. Here's our play along track. Do, 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 do. There it is. All right, let's all play it together. Got your instruments ready? This is a little preview of our jazz class. Everybody, here we go. Saints. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. You could do some improv if you want. Jazziness. So, if you like the sound of that jazz, you really should come back to my Thursday class. All right, so, Dennis, it's about time to wrap up. But
it is.
Are you... you said going to be enjoying the beach pretty much all week?
Yes, very much.
All right, good. So we're going to do some wrap ups and some shout outs here. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Looks like Bexod is checking out. Bexod, thank you. Mike Hamilton, thank you very much. Mike is going to be off on Thursday. He's celebrating his wedding anniversary. So everyone, wish Mike a great weekend and a happy anniversary. Juliana is here. Juliana, did you just get here? I'm sorry, we're finishing. But shout out to all of our folks who were here for the first time. Mick Val, you were great today. Thank you. Jody, thank you for being here. Daisy Lopez, of course. Thank you. Flippy Films. Ace Pez, thank you. Neil. See ya, Neil. Paige, thank you, Paige. Flippy Films likes Legos, me too. Thank you, Joe and Terry. Parker, thanks so much. I'm going to check out your Instagram. So guys, until next time, Thursday Jazz. We're going to have a good time. Dennis, have a great couple of days. And,
yep, you too, Steve.
Thank you.
I'll catch you then.
That's right. And everyone, I will see you in just a few days. Make sure you practice, enjoy yourselves, have fun, and take care until I see you Thursday. All right. Bye-bye.